Hey everybody, welcome to Ask Dr. Testosterone, starring Dr. George Entuliatos, brought to you by his book, The Bible of Bodybuilding II, over 700 pages full of everything you need to know about training, nutrition, supplementation, PEDs. And this week, you get that on Amazon.com, by the way, Amazon.com. This week, we're doing something very different, very special. We have guests for the first time in a very long time. We have Chris Pistolas, IFBB Pro League Pro, and his wife, Helen Pistolas. I hope I said that right. She is the Toronto Pro Figure Champion for this year, and she will be the first female athlete from Greece to ever compete in the Olympia coming up in a couple months here. So welcome to the show, guys. Very, very happy to have you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Congratulations, Helen and Chris, for doing this together.
Yeah.
So, thank you, George. Thank you.
I like to go back to the beginning. I'm interested because I've been married for almost 35 years. How did you guys meet, Chris and Helen?
Oh, we go way back. We go way back when we were like 17 years old.
Wow.
We were going back to school, yeah. So we've been together for the past 17 years.
Wow.
Basically half of our lives.
Yeah.
We were together.
So
we're 34 and we're since 17 years old. So yeah.
Well, 17. Wow. So you guys were you both into weight training already at 17?
No.
He started.
I started first. Yeah.
Huh. And you got her involved.
5 years later, I followed him.
Yep.
Okay. So obviously, Chris, you were competing before she was, and you turned pro. It's been almost 10 years ago. Am I right?
Yes, 2016, yeah.
Wow. And I think George was telling me that you competed in that famous 2017 San Marino Pro.
Yeah. That was crazy. This was my pro debut. Wow. And there were like 27 guys, like you remember, like Hadi, Brandon Curry, Cedric McMillan, Rafael Brandao, like a ton of guys. I got like 12.
Yeah.
It was my first show. It was, and I was so happy, like just standing next to these guys.
Yeah, and you were, did you compete in both 212 and open?
No, I did open. I started with open. I did 3 shows in open, and then I switched to classic, which honestly, it wasn't the best idea. And now I'm going back to the open, like beginning of next year I will compete. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to find your pic because you're a coach and you have like a good coach. Most of the pictures on your Instagram page are of your clients, but you look fantastic yourself. I'm trying to find the best pictures of you. I have to go way down.
Yeah, you have to.
Here we go. There's a good shot. Jeez.
This is 2022 Romania. I got 9th in classic.
Yeah. So did you prefer your look as an open bodybuilder better?
Yeah. It's a lot of struggle to make weight. Like a lot of struggle.
I bet. Yeah.
I can't enjoy it, to be honest. Yeah. Like starving myself to death just to make weight.
But geez, the conditioning was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's some pictures. I'm not going to make it all about Chris, but these are some great shots.
Yeah, this was the George Farr Classic in Italy. It was a one-time show. They never did it again.
Yeah.
It was 20. This was Andrea Presti's pro debut. He got 2nd, I think. Yeah.
Oh, Presti. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So, you didn't compete that long or that many shows. Yeah. Did you just decide coaching was something that was more rewarding, or what made you switch?
No, I was. To be honest, I was trying to find where I fit best, but I was going back and forth, classic or open, and I did lose. I lost some time.
Yeah.
And but I think now I'm back to where I belong, and I will do open again.
Okay. All right, let's shift our focus to Helen. So, Helen, your first pro win this year. How did you start competing? Like, obviously Chris started before you, but when did you know that you wanted to compete too?
So after watching Chris do some shows, it was 2013 when I decided to do a bikini competition. That was mostly to challenge myself for the diet department because I wasn't that good at dieting. So it was a challenge for myself. That's how it started. And I got caught up in the mindset of it all. I love how bodybuilding can make you be a little better every day. So that's what I like. And that's what got me hooked.
Okay. So, how many shows did it take you to turn pro? Was it a lot of shows, or did you turn pro fast?
I turned pro kind of fast. It was my first pro qualifier
Oh,
in Diamond Cup Malta 2017.
yeah.
That's
Oh,
when
wow.
I turned pro. And but after that, I had to do like 16 pro shows in order to get the Olympia qualification.
Wow. I mean, because they had the point system. Were you picking up points and just never got enough?
No, I didn't do that many shows in a
Okay.
year to collect points. So, and the last few years, there's no point system. So
Right, right.
I
I
had to win.
want to ask both of you guys, do you think we should bring the point system back?
For me, it's a no.
I don't think so. I think they're trying to do the opposite. I think like less guys on the Olympia stage every year. So yeah, I don't think they will agree with us if we say yes.
I mean, well, that's a nice car, but I don't think we have too many like 212 bodybuilders or open bodybuilders on the Olympia stage. I think it's classic physique, men's physique, bikini. Those are the divisions that are really packed with a ton of people.
Yeah, all these divisions are like stacked every time. Yeah.
Because there are too many pro shows that have those divisions, but not many shows that have maybe open and 212
Yeah.
and women's bodybuilding and physique.
Hey, you're there, Chris. That's who I was named after, Ronald McDonald, the clown.
Yeah.
True story. Okay. Wow. So, yeah, I mean, Helen, do you feel like you have sort of the responsibility of a whole nation because you're the first female Greek athlete to ever compete in the Olympia? I can't believe that. I can't believe there's never been another Greek athlete at the Olympia, a female. So you must be getting a lot of support and encouragement from the Greek fitness community.
And I love that when I started competing in Greece, there weren't so many women doing national shows. So I'm very happy that throughout my career, I see more female competitors compete in Greece and abroad as well. So I think I might have a little influence in that. And that's what I wanted to do, to make female bodybuilding in Greece bigger again.
Yeah. George, you've been obviously part of the bodybuilding and fitness scene in Greece for years and years. Do you see it growing over there, George? Do you see it staying the same? What's the bodybuilding and fitness scene like in Greece these days?
Well, as a matter of fact, this was the only year that we didn't have a show summertime in Athens. We had in Crete. And I'm not sure if it's financial reasons or internal affairs with people of the federation. Now, about the females bodybuilding, we had only one pro that she did the California Pro years ago, and she came last, and she was a big name. But nobody yet was able to win a show. And this is a big surprise for Helen and for the Greek community because she was doing consistently, and she was, the silent. She was doing this silently and consistency year by year, and 16 shows. I mean, she was so consistent to that in order to get the program. So you have to be patient about this. And perhaps about time now for the female bodybuilding to be more mainstream in Greece, and so perhaps other ladies will be more jealous now and try to go after Helen, Now, I'm very glad because she fulfilled her dreams, and she's very lucky to have Chris, who's a big name and very promising in Greece, 15 years now. And I think it's the perfect couple to be both bodybuilders because you understand each other, you help each other, And I believe, hopefully, Chris also will crack perhaps the top 3 and then eventually will win to be on the Olympia stage. He has 5 more years, I believe, ahead. Now, my question to Helen is, what's the plan now? Chris told me that you want to do also another show for next year. So what is more important for you? To be on the next Olympia next year as well, or to peak at the Olympia, which is a very tough show? If I were you, I would make sure that would be next year as well. Peak. But
So,
the Olympia is the Super Bowl.
Because I didn't have enough time from Toronto to the Olympia to do a proper season and show progress, I thought it would be better for me to do a show a little earlier, like 3 weeks earlier, and maybe get qualified for 2026 and have the whole year to do an off season.
Yeah.
And if I
go
do
ahead.
that, I'll get to stay in the States a bit more. I'll get to settle in the time zone and leave that aspect of it as well.
Yeah. So did you guys prep for the same show at the same time in the past, or because you were both competing at the same time for a couple of years there?
Yeah.
So what's that like?
We've done that where Chris is coaching himself and me at the same time for the same show.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. That's for sure. It wasn't fun, but I think we can manage it because we've been together for like a lot of years, and we can, if we see each other like ready to like explode out of anger, we can really like tone it down
Give each
a
other
little bit.
space and some grace.
Yeah,
because we understand.
We help each other with the meals and with the photo shooting and the posing.
Yeah. In fact, the whole lifestyle gets so much easier if you have another one that understands it and for our case, she does exactly the same thing as I do. So
Also.
Oh, good. Yeah. I mean, I've seen some couples where they're both dieting and they're both miserable and hungry and tired, and it can be a problem. But at the same time, I've also seen other couples where one competes and the other one doesn't, and the other one has like very little understanding of the process.
Oh, yeah.
So it's if you're a competitor and you have a husband or a wife that's not supportive and doesn't understand what you're going through, that can lead to even more problems, I think, than a house with 2 people dieting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Practically, it's always better if one is competing and the other one is in the off season, because one is tired and the other one can carry up the slack.
Yeah, you can see Chris there with the French fries. See,
but we can handle dieting at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. But I am curious. I know, Chris, you're Helen's coach. A lot of guys try to coach their wives, and it doesn't work out.
I coached her. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I coached her in the past when she got third in at the Romanian Pro. Right now, she has another coach. I don't want that burden, on me. So, no, thank you.
No,
because
I totally get it.
No, thank you. I'll pass, man.
It's too much pressure. And we live together every day. So.
Chris, do you interfere with the coach if you disagree with him?
Oh shit! I try not to. I don't do it. Of course, I don't do it because I think that's the right thing to do. Because
your opinion with Helen after you hung up the phone with him.
Well, I'm saying, Chris, as a coach, and you're very knowledgeable in all these things yourself. If you see the coach has her doing something you may not agree with, do you just like stay quiet, or do you say, you know what, I don't think she should do that much cardio, or I think she should eat more carbs or less carbs?
Yeah, if I don't agree with something, and I know for a fact because I know Helen, I know how her body reacts to everything. So if I see something completely wrong, I will say it. I will say it for sure. Or I will tell Helen to maybe say to her coach, like, please, I don't think that's the right thing to do, or discuss it further. Yeah.
There was a show of Chris just before COVID. I think it was 2020.
Yeah.
And I think it was his third show in Romania, I guess.
Yeah.
And he was at his biggest, but
Yeah.
later he bulked way too much. That he spilled water, of course.
Yeah.
And later he told me that I should have listened to that bulking up, the carving up. So there's a fine line where you believe that you cannot hold so many carbs along with volume, and perhaps you're going to lose your definition. But of course, the full responsibility is up to the coach. So if you listen to him 100%, it's all your fault. It's the coach's fault, if the results are not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So Chris, are you retired as a competitor? When was the last time you competed?
My last show was 2023 Romania Classic.
Okay. And are you just taking a break, or do you think you're going to come back?
I will do a show in maybe March or April or May. I don't know. 2026.
Okay. Yeah. So this is you in Classic.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, some people think Classic's going to take over Open. Do you think that'll ever happen?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think so. Yeah.
I go to the zoo to see the lions and tigers and elephants.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Well, they say Chris Baum is more mainstream, but I'm going to pay $1,000 to see the monsters,
Well, exactly. If you guys go to the Olympia, you see people from Europe, Asia, Middle East. They pay a lot of money to be there in Las Vegas for a few days.
Yeah.
Who are they coming to see?
Exactly. Yeah.
For the most part, it's the Open. Wow.
Yeah, and if you go up from a pic, this is me like with 3 months of training. 3 months of training. I'm here like 3 months of training, natural. Right before I start my prep for my first show, I was like 18 years old with 3 months of weight training.
This is 2008, right?
Yeah.
And you're saying go up to.
If you go up, you will see how I look right now. Like 2 days ago.
Well, let me ask you, Helen, do you know your opponents? Have you been against them in other shows?
It was 7 weeks ago.
If Helen knows her opponents, if they have been against in other shows before. Your Olympia competitors, do you know them?
My competitor.
Your competitors in the Olympia. Have you been against
Yes,
them?
I know some of them. I've competed with some of them. Yes.
Okay. The thing is, it's a tough lineup.
It is. Yes. I think in total at the Olympia stage, we're going to be 28 or 29 girls, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big class. I mean, Classic will have like 60 guys. Men's physique will have like 60 guys.
Oh my God.
There's been. I want both of your perspective because you're both pros. Do you think they should limit the Olympia to like 15 people per division, like some people are suggesting?
I think so. I don't know about 15, but
Like
maybe 20, 25 tops.
Yes.
What do you think, Helen?
I agree so too with the 20-25 competitors. That will give other divisions to have more shows and have more opportunities. And when you get to be there, you get to see the 20 or 25 best.
Okay.
So this is interesting here.
So just so people know, you weren't an overnight success. This is how long it took you to get to the Olympia. So was it your 16th show?
Yes.
So, don't give up on your dreams, people. Just because if you don't succeed first time, keep going.
If I could say something, when I was doing amateur shows, the coach we had back then was telling us that we won't get a pro card from Greece because they won't give it to us because of politics and stuff like that. So when I saw Chris get his pro card, there was like a light bulb moment where I realized that it can be done. And 5 months later, I got my pro card as well. And I want that Olympia qualification of mine to be like that for the Greek bodybuilding community, so it can grow and it can be bigger, because there are many people that love it here, but circumstances don't allow it to grow as much.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, how many opportunities are there in Greece if you want to compete in your own country? How many pro cards are even available every year? How many shows can you turn pro at?
None.
There's no NPC in Greece. Not
Zero.
allowed to be.
None.
Zero.
Not allowed to be.
Yeah, the federation belongs to Santoha, so it's the other. It's
Yeah.
the elite.
So yeah, there's no NPC in Greece, so you can't
Wow.
you can't turn pro in Greece.
Wow. So
You
I
have to
guess,
travel.
Chris, you had to go to Italy to turn pro.
I turned pro in Greece because it was before the split.
Oh, okay. And Helen,
So
what
it was
country?
a diamond cup, they called it back
The
then.
diamond in Malta. Yeah.
No, in Greece I turned pro, and the diamond cup in Malta, that's where Helen turned pro.
Oh, okay. Where is Malta? Malta's near Greece, isn't it? I should know these.
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
I should know where Malta is.
That's
You know,
okay.
it's an island, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah,
I got that
something
right.
like that. It's a country, but
Yeah, it is a whole country. But I know there's a famous journalist I talked to in Malta. What's his name? He's a photographer. Ray. You know him, George. What's his name? The guy from Malta. He's been a journalist and photographer for years and years. Anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah. So I'm curious, Helen. So this is your first Olympia. Are you doing anything different in the prep for this than you've done for anything else? Because this is obviously it's a higher level.
I've been very strict with food after my show.
Yeah.
It's not like I haven't had my cheat meals, but I was very careful about them.
Yeah.
My feedback from my head judge was I need a wider back and more density to my back. So I've been focusing a lot on my back training, but in my eyes, if my back gets bigger, my quads and my glutes need to be bigger as well. So I'm focusing on growing as much as I can in that short period of time. And I've been told that I will have more time to pose at the Olympia stage. So I'm working on that as well.
Okay. Because, I'm curious, the divisions are getting kind of similar, where women's physique and figure, they're kind of close. Because, I mean, if you look at Jessica Reyes-Padilla, who's one of the top competitors in the world for many years now, she's bigger than a lot of the women in women's physique. The shoulders, the quads, they're enormous.
Yes.
I mean, I can sometimes I don't know what I'm looking at until I look at the caption, what division I'm looking at, because the suits look the same and everything else. But are you trying to get bigger? Is that the look that they want, or is this the look that they like because you won?
I think that in the top spots in the Olympia, except from Jessica, Sydney, Lola, and other competitors are not that big, but have amazing shape. So I don't want to go for the size. I want to go for the shape, nice lines, and don't want to get that huge.
Okay, fair enough.
I think there needs to be a distinction besides the heels from one division to the other.
Okay. Just for those who are curious about the prep details, can you tell us roughly how many calories you eat a day, how many grams of carbs?
Right now, I haven't started my diet yet. I'm starting tomorrow. So now I'm in a recovery phase. I eat around 3,000 calories on training days and around 2,200 on rest days.
Okay. And how much cardio, when you're in like the final 4 or 5 weeks of prep, how much cardio are you doing?
I usually don't do a lot, to be honest. I count steps, so I go from 10 to 12,000 steps per day.
Okay. Do you have
which I usually do post workout. Most of them I do post workout.
Okay. Who do you look up to anyone in the figure division? I mean, obviously, I think Sydney Gillen. Most people, she's 6-time champ now. I think she's got
Yes.
6. Is there anyone else that you look up to in the division?
Yes, I like Lola Montes' physique as well, and I like a German girl, Lena. If Chris remembers the last name,
It's a
Ramstein.
classic
Lena
German.
Ramstein.
What do you call it?
Lena Ramstein.
No, Rammstein is a metal band.
Rammstein,
Yeah. But yeah, I something like a classic German surname. So yeah.
No, yeah, something. She came, I think, 7th last year at the Olympia.
Yeah.
She has an amazing look.
You both speak amazing English. I'm just curious how young you were when you started learning English.
Very young.
Very young, yeah.
Is it like a standard thing? Like,
No.
in the USA, usually they only give us a couple options. You can learn Spanish, French, I think Latin a lot of times, but is it in Greece when you were going to school? Is English something that a lot of kids take as a class?
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a mandatory class for English, but I don't think they teach you to speak them fluently.
Everybody in Greece learns English from middle school, I think. How is it called? From
Yeah,
6-7 years old. But we've traveled a lot. We watch a lot of American series, so that's how we got so good at it.
What's your favorite English speaking TV show or streaming show?
Like a lot.
If we go for drama, I'll go for Breaking Bad.
Okay. Can't go wrong with that one.
And The Office for comedy.
Oh yeah, The Office.
The Office.
I love it. Yeah.
I love Dwight. Dwight's my favorite one.
My favorite, Dwight Schrute.
We have this idea that Greek is so hard for us to learn that we have a phrase, "It's all Greek to me," that goes back.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Yeah.
It can't be that hard. I mean,
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
it was one of the first languages of civilization. It can't be that difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So, George, did you have any more questions?
No, I was telling for years now to Chris, just do a show in the States rather than do a couple of shows in Europe, because that's a real deal. And now you both are going to understand what's the difference of bodybuilding, because an American show and Americans know how to do it better, related to Europe. And then frankly, I mean, strictly speaking, they only give you attention if you step on an American stage, if you do this show, because Europe is perhaps a little bit backwards. And then it's not so competitive like in the US, but it's worth the experience of going to the US and living the American dream of bodybuilding that was born there. So I hope Helen will get some endorsements and sponsorship, because that's what is missing now. And I believe it will come, because being on the Olympia, you definitely need sponsorship, but also sponsors will come to you, just another pro. So you have to get advantage of this, do some PR, and be always open up, because it's very important to have incomes in the sport. And also sponsorship is also kind of PR, and they give you more attention rather than to other people that don't have a sponsor. I remember Mike K didn't have a sponsor until his final year with BPH, I think so. So his first Olympia, he didn't have any sponsor. It was just a guy from Greece that paid all his expenses, but no, it took some years for him.
Yeah, but still, you have to be marketable as well, because a company won't give you money and free supplements and everything, say contracts, if you're not marketable.
True.
It has to be some profit for the brand as well.
True. Yeah, it's all business. Chris, did you ever compete in the US?
No, but I will. Yeah.
I was gonna say, we've seen more European competitors over the past few years coming over than I think ever before. It's a great thing, because you can be winning shows in Europe, and a lot of the American fans still really don't even know who you are.
Yes, exactly.
But you come over here and you win like the New York Pro or the Tampa Pro or Chicago Pro, whatever, and then everyone's talking about you. I know USA is just one country in this big world, I know, but it's still an important big part of the bodybuilding industry. So what, are you thinking about something next spring in the US maybe?
To stay in the US?
Are you thinking about maybe like
moving?
Pittsburgh or New York or one of those?
No. About me?
Yeah, for you, sure.
I don't know. I have to wait for the calendar for the shows to. Maybe there will be some new shows, but I'm aiming around April, May, let's say. I think there's George. Huh?
May is the New York. East Coast is closer to Greece.
I don't know if I'm gonna do the New York right off the bat, but maybe some other shows not so stacked, like New York, Pittsburgh, and shows like Pittsburgh there's no open.
What about Detroit? That's a good one.
Yeah, I was thinking about Detroit.
Yeah.
Mostly about the background.
Yes, the black.
I will get good pictures.
Chris, what's your weight over here?
262.
252.
Wow. Is that
262 fasted.
Wow. Do you know how tall you are in like feet and inches?
I think 5'8", 5'8.5". I'm like 175 centimeters, so it's like 5'8.5".
5'9", yeah.
Yeah, 5'9".
I think America and UK are the only countries that don't have the metric system.
Yes.
Refused to adapt.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, 40 years ago, our president, almost 40 years ago, Jimmy Carter, I was in school and they said, the USA, we're going to switch to the metric system. And we had all these things in our classroom. We're trying to learn meters and kilometers and kilograms. And they gave up after like a year. They're like, no, we're just not, we don't understand. It's
That's too hard.
The only thing we still have is 2-liter bottles of soda. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Everything else is quarts and gallons and miles and inches, But
yeah, it's so weird. You have the 2 liter, the 2 liters for soda, and all the other stuff are like in gallons and
pints. Yeah,
so confusing. Yeah.
But man, so Chris, is this? You're still you're only 34, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're still in your prime as a bodybuilder. Would you say you look better now than you ever have?
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, is this the biggest you've ever been?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm curious. What'd you weigh the last time you competed?
Excuse me?
The last time you competed, what was your weight?
In open or in classic? In open.
In open, yeah.
Open. The last show, 2020, were the show that George was telling before.
Yeah.
I tried to play the size game. I was 107, which is 238, 39.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, on stage, but I was spilled. My best look is around 230, maybe 232. I have to be honest. I aim for a little bit more next time, but it has to be conditioned. So it doesn't matter if it's not. I don't care about the weight.
You're 260, and I believe at 250 you're gonna be even more ripped. Now that's his first year.
Yes.
It was back in 2017 with Kai Green in Pakistan. But the last picture before, I mean, just lose 5 kilograms, you're gonna be ripped at least from the front. I mean, you have done some adding muscle, and I believe 240. It's something. It's something you can reach your next year.
Yes, I think so. 240 is the goal for me, and I think it's feasible. Yeah.
This was 30 days.
Yes, it was. This was the last check-in I took for Classic, and I looked at the picture and I said, "You know what? No, I don't. I don't want to look like this."
Yeah.
So, and I did nothing. Trust me. I just raised up the calories a little bit.
Yeah.
I had no cheat meals, no nothing. Just my weight. I just exploded.
Yeah. How much weight? What's the difference in weight from left to right?
35 pounds.
Wow. So more than a pound a day.
Yes.
Good Lord.
Because my left picture is like I'm so sucked down for the weight, and I had to lose for that. I had to lose another 10 to 12 pounds just to make weight for classic. So I will be like non-existent muscle-wise.
So you would be a good person to ask this. You know Horse MD from Brazil.
Yes.
So he just won a classic show. Where was it? I can't remember. It was like a month ago. I liked him a much better look as an open bodybuilder. I think he looked like he had
100%. 100%.
He looked like he'd been starved in a basement or something for a month. Yes. I mean, why did you even go to classic? I'm just curious.
Me?
Less competitive, perhaps.
No, I don't think.
It was a little bit easier. I thought back then I could make weight without problem and look good, because I turned pro at 214. No, at 210. I weighed at 210 when I turned pro, and I said, you know what? This look easily can be a top 6 anywhere in classic, but it's not the same. If you can, because I was like 210, like pushing the size back then. Right now it's 210 trying to suck down and make weight. So it's totally different story and totally different look.
Because that's 210. That's after 2 weight increases in classic since they started the division.
Yes.
I think, and when it started at your height, you would have, I think it was like 195 or something.
Oh, there's no 195. I was like back when I was 15 years old. So there's no way.
Those days are gone. Yeah, what's this? What's that say on your calf? Iron
addict.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. I mean, that's just most of us could say we're the same.
Yep.
And what's this?
It's nothing. I'm trying to take it away.
I'm just trying to figure out. I have like tribal stuff that means absolutely nothing too, but that looks like something on the bottom there. I don't know.
It's like some Indian feathers shit. Like
okay,
I don't know.
I mean, half my tattoos look like I got them in jail or something. So I'm not talking crap. Trust me. So okay.
One last question for Helen. Do you have a certain body limit that you have to reach now for dieting for the show, or it's open?
No, we don't do weigh-ins or something. I can be as heavy as I want, but in my mind, I think I will be around 66 kilograms on stage.
Now you're around 70%.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So it's not that pressing to get the scale. You know, it's very nerve-wracking, the scale.
Mm-hmm. We've lived like that every morning. While Chris was in classic, he was weighing himself year-round every morning.
Oh,
so I know how stressful it can be.
Yeah.
I remember the first year I went to the States with a Greek and Cyprian bodybuilder. The Cyprian now is a pro, but he carried his own scale in his luggage. Yeah, it's the right weight, you know.
Yeah.
We have that with us everywhere. Even on the show day, I weigh myself on my scale.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many. It was a guy from Germany a few weeks ago at a show. He ended up having to do open. I should know the name off the top of my head, but he thought he was going to be taller, and they measured him like a quarter inch shorter or something. So he missed the weight, and he had to go open. He still took 4. Fabian, was it Fabian?
Oh, I don't know if he lost the weigh-ins. I think he couldn't make weight like 2 weeks before the show. I'm not sure about that. Anyway, but
he planned on being taller and he wasn't.
but he did great. He did.
So I'm curious, Chris. You said it was very hard for you to make weight. Did you go like a whole day or two without eating or drinking before weigh-ins?
Yeah, I did 24 hours, no food, no food, no liquids, no nothing, just to make weight. And before that, I was around 1,200 calories per day.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, and for both shows, I have to be honest, I competed like almost natural just to make weight.
Yeah, you would have to.
I was like taking out stuff because my weight was going up and up and up, and I had to. I just took almost everything away out.
24 hours of no food and no fluid. How did you even walk around?
I don't know. Because of the sheer power of will, maybe. And the look was really bad after the weigh-ins.
Yeah.
And I remember like texting my coach and said like, okay, how we can unfuck this now.
Were you able to fill out, back in time for the show?
For Romania, kinda, because it's 2 days. But for example, like New York is like 1 day, so
Right.
There's no way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's because like Olympia, I think you get 3 days.
Yeah, Olympia, you have a lot of time. Yeah.
But there's shows like New York Pro, they do it that morning, and you're on stage like 3 hours later.
Yes, so there's no chance if you do something like I did, there's no chance you will compete that and look good.
Cool. Wow. Helen, do you do any crazy peaking? Do you dehydrate, carb deplete, carb load, all that?
It depends. For example, before I did Toronto, 2 months before, I did 2 shows in the US, in Columbus, Georgia, and then Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So for the first show, I had a very aggressive loading because my body was very flat from the traveling and all that. But to be honest, I haven't done the same loading for 2 shows, for example. It always depends on the circumstances before.
Right. Yeah. Because I mean, this is the thing. Figure all these divisions start out. They said we don't want you to be too lean. That's what they said in the beginning. But then as time goes by, the women who showed up in more extreme condition, they won. And so as a competitor, you're like, well, okay, well, that's what wins. I have to look like that. So, I mean, your conditioning in figure is just as good, or just as lean, I should say, as physique, as bodybuilding. Was it always that way when you started competing? Was it a little softer look?
No, they wanted a softer look, but as years go by, as you said, it tends to get harder and harder. Yes. As of right now, from my perspective, even though the judges don't say it, they want striations in the glutes, but they don't want you to flex your glutes. So you don't show the striations, but they're there.
So when do you see striations? When you're like walking or something? I don't understand.
You just don't have to. They don't want you to flex your glutes because in the first show, I had striated glutes, and they told me I needed to get softer. I didn't get softer. I just changed my posing, and they told me perfect condition. So.
Oh, okay. So you didn't change a thing. It's just the way you posed it.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Because I've seen what they reward. I know how lean they want me to be.
Right.
So even though they tell me that, I understand what they mean.
Yeah, that's you have to go by what's being rewarded. So yeah, I see what you're saying. So you're not flexing there.
Exactly.
Well, you're kind of doing a lot.
There was a video before with an orange suit.
Yeah.
That was where they told me I needed to get softer.
Okay. Is this going down a little bit?
Yes, a little bit more.
Yeah.
There.
Where?
No. A little up with the red suit.
Oh, the red suit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is somebody's iPhone. Chris, were you filming this?
Yeah. Yes. The next video is professional, maybe.
Yeah, but I think that's.
I mean,
yeah, the back shots are so hard. The look was so hard, but yeah. For this show, I have to be honest. This was my favorite look. It was so hard. Me being a bodybuilder, I like this look better because it was like really, really hard, especially from the back.
The leg separation is ridiculous. The leg separation is ridiculous.
Yeah. Look at the hams and glutes now.
So this is at the final.
Guys,
I know what you're saying, Chris, because every division I look at, I'm judging it like it's bodybuilding, even though it's not.
Yeah.
I want everyone to be striated and shredded, even when they're probably not supposed to be.
Me too, and that's what I told my coach, that even though I got that feedback, that's the look I want to bring. I don't want to go softer just because they told me so.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
the judges change every time, so you can't really know what they want.
Well, you guys remember, you're just old enough to remember when they told women bodybuilders, we want you to come in 15% softer. And the ones who did that got second call out. And the ones who came in shredded, they were all in the first call out. So like, okay, I guess they don't really want us softer. But yeah, you just keep grinding and showing up with your best look like you've been doing, and so far so good.
Yes. And to be honest, because this year I was competing to be romantic, if I can say it like that, because I was disappointed from hearing from people that I need some sponsor or politics or something like that in order to get my Olympia qualification. For this year, my goal was to travel to the US because it has been a dream of mine, and to have an Olympia worthy physique, even if I never get to qualify. And it turned out that got me there. That romantic thinking and having my vision for what I want to present got me there, and not just chasing the placing.
Did you expect that you're gonna win in Toronto?
Sorry?
Did you expect you're gonna win in Toronto?
No. I just did it because after the second show, I saw some improvements. I wanted to do more shows and have more experience. And my coach lives in Toronto, so it was an opportunity for me to meet him and travel a bit more.
Yeah, I think you guys are both fortunate that you're younger. By the time you guys turn pro, there's very little politics anymore. If you had been around 20, 30 years ago, whoo, good Lord, it was very, very different. Politics, your sponsors, if you were sponsored by a company that was sponsoring the contest, Mr. Olympia could keep winning even when he was out of shape.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like that anymore. I think the judging.
Yeah, I think I remember like with Muscle Tech and back then. Oh my God.
Yeah, they used to have like the whole top 10 at the Olympia.
Yeah.
And
if you're good enough, you're gonna get your chance.
Yeah.
I mean, the Mr. Olympia is a perfect example. We've had 7 different Mr. Olympias in the last 8 years.
Yes, exactly.
And in the old days, Ronnie could go up off, or Dorian could be off, or whatever, and they'd still win.
Yeah.
Jay Cutler won one year when he was off, but
one other explanation of this is that there's not anymore any dominant monster apart from Rami that messed up with his back. There's not somebody you can say, oh, hands down, he's going to win for a decade. You know, there's nobody like Heath, Cutler, Dorian, or Haney, for instance. So they're very close to each other.
Yeah, cool.
And if you ask me, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
because you can't expect, like back then you knew Ronnie would win like for the next 3-4 years. It was hands down. There was no like a surprise or anything. Right now, who will win this year? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I love Ronnie, and I was at all the Olympias he won except for the first one, but it was kind of boring because he would come out and that was it. It was over. Yeah. It's like, okay, well, who's going to be second? Who's going to be third? But now it's like, oh my gosh, is it going to be Hadi? Is it going to be Derek? Is it going to be, Nick or Samson? This year, I have no idea who's going to win. No idea. Probably Samson, but who knows?
So which one was your favorite year of Ronnie's? You wasn't like live all these years. That must have been like crazy.
I'd say my favorite look, even though it wasn't his best look, because I'd say he looked his best in condition the first 2 Olympia wins and that Arnold win in 2001. But 2004 when he was 296, it was hilarious. He just walked out and it was like everybody laughed because it was so, you couldn't believe what you were seeing, that's a human being up there. He looked like a cartoon, just so big and full and round.
Yeah, I think that was the most dominant win.
Yeah, I mean, but like you said, it was fun to watch, but it wasn't that exciting. Yeah. You knew nobody was going to beat him. And the same thing, Dorian. Most of the years Dorian won. It's like, okay, nobody's beating him. It's not going to. They can try, but they're not going to beat Dorian. They're not going to beat Ronnie.
Yeah, most of the years, yeah. Maybe not the final. For me, especially not the final year he won. Like 97, I think Nasser was like first, but yeah.
Good.
For the most years, yeah.
But that was the old days when if you were Mr. Olympia, you had to knock out the champ. Even if you were better than him, you had to be way better or else you still didn't win.
Exactly.
I'm very, very pleased with the way judging is today. I think we're in a great place, and I even can accept all these new divisions because I started out when it was just bodybuilding, men's bodybuilding, women's bodybuilding. We didn't have fitness, figure, bikini, fit model, all this classic. We didn't have all that.
Imagine 10 years ago, Chris Bump would be just another average bodybuilder.
Oh yeah, Chris. Well,
The upper class.
I think Chris would have been okay. I think because Barry DeMay did very well, and I think Chris Bumstead is a very similar type of physique. He probably would have been a little bigger if he had done open bodybuilding all those years, because he wouldn't have had a weight cap. But yeah, interesting.
Yeah, but I remember all the short guys before the 202 class.
Yeah.
Oh, they were struggling. They were struggling just to get into the top 10.
Yeah. I mean, you had a few, Momo, Benaziza, Lee Priest, but they would tell them, well, you're just not tall enough. You're not heavy enough. You know, what am I supposed to do? I can't be tall.
I can't do anything about it.
You can't be 6 foot. I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? Anyway, George, do you have any final questions for Chris and Helen?
No, all the best for the prep and enjoy this trip. It will be a dream of a lifetime. Hopefully do it next year. And for you, Chris, to do an American show. But seize the moment. We're going to see there each other. I'm going to bring a Greek flag.
Nice.
Of course I will.
Yeah. Thanks, George, for arranging this interview. Great talking to you guys for the first time. And congratulations, Helen, the first female Greek competitor at the Olympia ever. And Chris, I'm very much looking forward to your comeback. And I'm glad you're back in open where you belong.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Fight your body
Thank
anymore.
you so much. Yes. Thank you so much, George and Ron, for inviting us.
Anytime.
All right, great. So everybody, thanks for watching Ask Dr. Testosterone. Next week, we'll be back with your questions. So submit them below in the comments. Give a comment on Chris and Helen, whatever. Wish her good luck, whatever you want to do in the comments. We like comments. They're good for the algorithm. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for the interview. And George, thanks again for being here every week the way you are. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for